everyone, Ace here, and today I've decided to have a look at a game that's not been released anywhere outside of Japan. That would be Monster Hunter Double Cross, or rather the Nintendo Switch version. So let's jump right into it, shall we? Sorry about the volume, but this part can't be changed, but I can once we're in game though, so let's jump right in. So anyways, this is actually, now of course I've only spent, as you can tell, 6.5 hours playing this game, which might sound like enough to make an opinion on most games, but with a game like Monster Hunter, it's easily a 1,000-hour game if you actually decide to really sink your teeth into it. Just expect to spend a lot of time playing one of these games. Now, as you can tell, most of the text, although not all of it, is in Japanese. And you might be wondering, well, why not switch it to English, or why not wait for an English version to come out stateside? Well, there's a reason for that. It's actually kind of skeptical whether or not there will be an English version of or there will be an international release of this game. It's up for debate. I'm going to go ahead and save here now that I've got all this gear taken out. But anyways, back to what I was saying. The problem is that it's rather hesitant on whether or not Capcom will actually release this outside of Japan, especially the Switch version, because they've been very, very sketchy on whether or not they would. In fact, some sources have said a little while back that they wouldn't. So, yeah, this game might not actually make it outside Japan. So how did I get my hands on it, you ask? Well, it's actually an import copy. I was able to get it fairly quickly from Amazon. So might as well, while we're talking, I'll pick up a quest I already did, but a good way to spend the time here. And a good way to show you how the game runs. I do have it in 720 mode on the Switch here. The reason is, at 1080, for whatever reason, the frame rate does stutter, so if you do get this game for the Switch, you will want to set it to 720 mode. At least on TV mode like this. Although 720 still looks not too bad. Especially considering this is essentially a port from the 3DS. Monster Hunter Double Cross is pretty much just an expansion pack, if you will, of the original Monster Hunter Generations that did get released in the US. They did add a few new stuff, which we will be covering to an extent. There's a few new styles, which, for those who are not familiar, I will be getting into that a little bit as well. So I'll get the gear here from this crate. Or chest, sorry. This old man here will be giving us a few items, I'm sure. Here we go. Now, you might be wondering, Ace, do you actually speak or read Japanese? The answer is, in fact, no, I do not. However, you can actually, because I actually own the original Monster Hunter Generations, and because I have a few apps on my phone that allow me to translate this straight from the screen, and I also have a few guides and whatnot, I am actually able to play this game. There's a few things that I do need to, there's a few things I am, of course, a little bit, I'm pretty sure I am not, I'm pretty sure I'm missing out on a few things because I'm not able to read certain descriptions and whatnot. And while Monster Hunter is a roleplay game in some respect, and actually a lot of respects it is a roleplay game, just a very bizarre one, but at the end of the day, the Monster Hunter series isn't really that known for being story intensive, and certainly not this particular game. Because Monster Hunter Generations and Generations Ultimate, or Double Cross as this one is called alternatively, it's basically just Monster Hunter All-Stars, if you will. They're taking a lot of the fan favorite levels and some of the fan favorite monsters, as well as some new monsters and gear, and putting them all into one game. So our mission in this particular quest, or our goal in this quest, is to kill this giant thing here, called the Great Macaw. Alternatively, although... yeah, you do have to be very careful about this guy too, and you might be wondering what I'm using here, and I'm actually using a specific weapon class called the Hunting Horn. I know I'm trying to get a lot through here, but it's going to be a little bit tough to bridge this video as much as possible in the explanations. Ah, okay, good, we made it out of there, although he's coming back, of course. Okay, now I've gotten a little bit of breathing space. More, since he's going into that attack. I'm now able to get onto the attack. There we go. Okay, come on. Here he comes. And... whoops. Yeah, one of my little helpers there, these cats called palicos in the game, took a pretty big hit there, but good news about palicos is that if you do knock, if the monster does manage to knock them down, they do actually come back after a little bit while after healing up, so that's good. Whoops. Yeah, I'm making a little bit of a meal of this monster right now. There we go. Now the reason I'm able to jump up like this is because of what's called hunter styles. And they actually change up your moveset for your weapon class. In this case, I've got what's called the aerial style, which means I can, of course, do this. Okay, he's gonna be doing this attack again. Ooh. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. It's like they took a velociraptor and mixed it with a kangaroo. And then decided to make the product giant. Okay. Ooh. Now we do actually have a side quest to just take out 5 of his little friends there. Oh, did take a little bit of a hit there, but I'm alright. Looks like he's actually starting to tire out a little bit. The monsters will actually give you all kinds of cues about their status. In his case, I noticed that his mouth was... I guess they killed 5... Yep, they did kill 5 Macaws, so... the side quest is complete. That's good. We'll be getting more rewards. Anyways, back to what I was saying. But you can see he's drooling a little bit at the mouth there, and the little... that means that he's tired, and has used a lot of his stamina. Which is... it's not that... okay. It's not that much out of the fight. Ooh! Looks like one of my little palico buddies has just entered, demon mode or whatever. Yeah, I think this is a new ability with this particular edition from Japan here, so that's another reason why I decided to pick this. So anyways, we will of course be trying out a different fight later on, using, I think, the same weapon class, because this allows me to heal myself, which is really useful. But on the other hand, I will be using a different style. Okay. Oh, my weapon has lost sharpness, which doesn't make that much sense when you think about it, because it's a blunt weapon, so sharpness should not be an issue. But now, well. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Ow. Okay, ooh. I don't know what this does, but let's find out, shall we? Oh, I guess it's a sonic protection or... No, it's actually a sonic attack of sorts. That's cool. Yeah, I've actually played quite a bit of the earlier Monster Hunter games, which, like I said, and it does have a lot to do with why I'm able to pick up this game relative as well as I can. I am kind of making, of course, a meal out of this fight to an extent. Ooh, good work, Palicos. They knocked him down and he dropped a shiny, so yeah, more loot. Okay, so we've got, there we go. Let's heal up a little bit, shall we? Oh, and it carries over too, that's even better. There we go. Okay, and it looks like I got him. There we are. Yeah, that's why you actually like to... That's one of the reasons why I like to do the aerial attacks, because if you do enough damage to him, that will happen. And it looks like I've stunned him again. And again. And I can even keep healing myself while doing this. Oh, he's lost a lot of health, so he's limping. It looks like he's heading up here. I think I know where he's going, though, so we should be good. Alright. While I'm at it, I will get myself a ration. There we go. Good, so let's get back to the fight, shall we? I'm pretty sure he's going to be in Area 8 here from the map. Because that's where he likes to go when he's sleeping. And that's what these monsters, of course, do, or try to do, when they are low on health. I probably should have went the other way, but you know what? Never mind. Too late for that now, right? So anyways, though, what are my thoughts ultimately on this game? Well, I really do like this game. I will admit that it does require a bit more to more work just to understand what actually is going on. But there's a lot of little cues that make it a lot easier. For instance, if you had to do an item gathering quest, once you click this, it'll show you the name of the item, and all you have to do is just match up the characters, and away you go. Simple enough. And of course, here we are. Here he is. Now, of course, a monster that is sleeping is going to let his guard down, which means you do more damage when you first hit him when he's asleep. So let's... Whoa. Ow. Let's do our little stun attack again. Assuming he doesn't kill us first or something. And our little attack is... Ooh, I stunned him. Excellent. And I got two... And we have a bug that's fighting us. Okay, so he's low on health, so he's... And we got him. Good. Awesome. Now, it looks like Pepe over there is looking for items there to pick up, which is good. And that's a good thing, because that means you get more loot once you get back to the village. See if there's anything else. Ooh, mushrooms. Ooh, insects. Here we are. Yeah, these... It might not sound that much to you, but these kinds of insects are actually critical on a lot of upgrades, including, of course, the cello here, or hunting horn class I've got. I know, it doesn't make that much sense, just roll with it. Alright. And we get a nice shot of what it was that took the monster down. Okay, there we go. Good, good. Awesome. So we will save, and once we get back to camp, I'll pick another... I'll change up the hunter style, which should be fairly easy to do, I think. And to be honest, one of the new hunter styles was one of the big reasons why I ended up getting this game. So that was one of the things the old man gave us, was a bug net, which is actually kind of nice. Let's see. Here we go. This, if I remember correctly, yep, yes it is. It is the Alchemy skill. Now I know what you're thinking, and no, I'm not playing as one of the Elric brothers when I do this. I know, bad joke, but anyways, what this does, well, it's better to show you what it does than just explain it. Okay. Also, we can upgrade the gear on the palicos here. Now, I haven't done it yet, mostly because it's still fairly early on in the game. I mean, like I said, this is a game that can easily go 1,000 hours and whatnot, especially with all the new quests and free DLC. Oh, by the way, yeah, this game has free DLC. I think that's worth mentioning. In fact, it's nothing but free DLC in this game. Another reason why this game is actually really good. But anyways, so we will hunt an Ozaru. And I'm going to go ahead and get food here. This looks like the best thing to get. I'm not sure what any of these specific things are because I, again, don't speak Japanese. However, we'll just pick one and go with it. But they do affect the game. I know from the original generations, these are things like... Well, one, for example, prevents you from going to sleep, which means you can't go back to your camp and go to sleep on the bed there, which you do have a bed there to... And that is one way to regain your health. But it also means, the plus side to that is, enemy monsters can't, if they have a sleeping attack, can't set you to go to sleep. So that could actually potentially be a beneficial perk to get. And of course, only lasts for this one specific quest. Now, I know I sound like I'm rambling a bit, but there's just a lot to cover, like I said, in this game. And if you want to run with more than just melee weapons, then this game still has you covered. There's a few ranged classes, bow, light bowgun, and heavy bowgun. Those are 3 different classes there. You also kind of have 2 classes where they actually have elements of both melee and ranged attacks. Those being the Insect Glaive and the Gun Lance, where they can do both kinds of attacks. So there you go. I think there's something like 12 different weapon classes in this game. And that's before you get to the different styles, too, which, of course, there's a variation of... Basically, every single weapon class has... basically, every single style works on every single weapon class. If that makes any sense. Now, let's... There we go. Now, let's show you what is so unique about the Alchemy class. This little thing here charges up, actually, probably should still let it charge a little bit more. Besides that, the monsters here. A giant killer bear, or an it's an armadillo bear thing called the Azarus. Oop. Now notice I can't really jump on him anymore. That's okay because I have a few other tricks up my sleeve. And, ooh, I actually got him to drop a shiny. That's actually kind of cool. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad, that's... Okay, that's not that bad. Now, part of this game is, of course, reading whatever attack, or reading whatever attacks that these monsters are telegraphing, which is really, really useful. And every single time I do this, he drops more shinies. Wow, if these are account items that actually give you money, I'm just going to be rolling in dough by the end of this. Well, I still got the item, so... And he actually seems to have knocked himself down, which is... And he's already tired. Cool. Okay, he got out of range of that. Actually, this is now a good time for me to show you what I'm talking about. So, the way the alchemy style works, once I kill these Jaggy here that are coming at me. And they're dead. It's a good thing that your Palicos don't actually take damage from your attacks, although they do get knocked back still. And these Palicos can really come in handy too. Okay, now that we are fully charged up, I'll show you what it does. Okay, so we get this little barrel here, and we activate it. Now we can keep picking the things, or we can go ahead and... We can pick these two items, or we can keep shaking it. We'll keep shaking it. Let's keep shaking it. See what the in-tier stuff is. I think I'll pick this. And there, we've gotten whatever this does. I do need to brush up on reading what exactly these items do. It's not random. I know you get the same items, and that these items change the same way depending on how many times you shake the barrel. And that just canceled my attack. Ow. Ooh, that's really not good. Oh, this is even better! Now, if you do get stunned like this long enough, your Palicos will actually come over to knock you back to your senses. Okay, so it only drops so many shinies. Ow. Ooh, this is bad. This is... Yeah, they can actually do these kinds of attacks too, and... Well, it's a good thing I'm getting healed. Okay, so I was able to get out of there. Ow! Okay, so just do this. And it helps us again. This is actually a really useful power. I need to use this more in my playstyle, I noticed. And Pepe is, of course, back into attack mode. And he is just going nuts. Okay, so I've knocked the Ozuru down, which is good. You'll actually notice that his certain parts of him are more heavily armored, hence why you see... Ooh, he's doing this again to me. I didn't notice. Okay, so we've got that taken care of. Good. Okay, come on. I'm pretty sure he's got a little bit more health. Ooh, not again. Well, at least he's not doing that much damage. There's certain enemies that can actually one-shot you doing this, so we do have to be careful. It does look like, yep, I do need to sharpen up my blunt instrument of doom. There we go. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, so I actually got out of that impressively. And, whoa, he's gonna do it again. Ow. Well, at least he's tired. We know he's low on health. And I've got another health attack coming. Or health song. Okay. Might as well do this. There we go. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Alright. I forgot to mention these little bars at the bottom here. Those are the Hunter Arts. So once you charge up those meters, you can do special attacks. Now, of course, again, I don't actually speak Japanese, so I do need to have a look at which arts I've actually picked there. Yeah, I know. Haha, I don't know how to play the game particularly well. Well... But on the other hand, this video is a little bit of a look on whether or not it's actually worth your time to potentially pick up this game. Now, because this is the Switch version, and the Switch is region-free, all you have to do is import a copy from Japan if you want it. If you wanted the 3DS version, and there is a 3DS version of this game, of Monster Hunter Double Cross, unfortunately, the 3DS itself is region-locked. And it's a big shame, especially considering that there have been people that have modded the 3DS version to have the stuff in English. But since we apparently can't have nice things here, well, actually, of course we can have nice things, but we just can't have nice things in English, apparently. I can't really blame the Japanese, though, for not including English in the Japanese version of the game, because let's face it, it's not really that necessary for the region that it's being sold to, so... Oh, Pepe's become level 9. That's actually pretty good. I'm familiar with the game's interface enough to know what some of the stuff means. I can definitely say that. So if you've played Monster Hunter games before, that's going to actually be a big help here, especially Monster Hunter Generations. We'll put the loot that we picked up, that we still carrying around here, in, and... Okay, that's good. Okay, good. Alright, so anyways, let's go over here, see if there's any new weapons we can build here. Go with Hunting Horn. It really helps, too, that the game actually has all kinds of stuff to help you in terms of these all the images that you see telling you what the weapon classes are. It's a good thing that it's not just text, right? Anyways, though, but we can actually get a new hunting horn, this gong or chime thing, because we have all the parts from the bear there. So I guess you could say that we did that hunt for the bare necessities. I know, I'm gonna see myself out soon. In fact, well, this has been my look at Monster Hunter Double Cross for the Nintendo Switch. I will say, if you have played the game, if you've played Monster Hunter Generations before, or any Monster Hunter game, then I would and you do like it, I would strongly suggest trying this out. Just be prepared to put a little bit extra work into it. There's a few apps on your phone I would strongly recommend. In fact, I am going to provide links to some of these apps. And in addition to that, I'm also going to provide a link to a menu, or a guide that I would strongly also suggest you pick up. These things will really help you if you intend to play this game. But yeah, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.